Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, feel free to call me Kay, to see me outside or in the comment section. And if you've been here before, you're welcome and I love you. Anyways, as you can see from the title, I just want to jump right into it because we have like a lot to cover. And trust me, this method I'm going to be sharing is something that I've used. It has worked for me. And not to be too fast or forward, last week I made a huge debit from my business account, and I just had to like thank God. I had to just sit back and I was like, God, I thank you for the grace to save, because even my personal account could not give me that money I withdrew from my business account. Who would give me this kind of money this period and without even giving me any ridiculous interest rate? So I was just really thankful, and I was like, I'm going to shoot a video about it. So if you're watching and you want to know how to save as an entrepreneur and pay yourself as well, kindly keep watching. So as I said earlier, this video is basically about how to pay yourself and how to save as an entrepreneur. Let me say, when I started my business in 2022 January, 2022, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys. God is my witness that I really spent all my money. I ate my profits, I ate my capital, I ate everything. So you can just imagine. Then in 2023, I started saving intentionally. And in that 2022, June 2022, I had a friend who gave me his Kuda account for my business account. That was where I was sending all my money, like all my ready-to-wear money, because I started a ready-to-wear collection on my birthday. People really supported me, family and friends, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to put this money in my Zenith bank, because any money in my Zenith bank is money for enjoyment. So I was like, I'm not putting this money in my Zenith bank. So once I get paid, I'll just transfer it to my friend's Kuda account. And honestly, I feel like that was when I really became intentional about saving. And it's so funny that me as a person, I am a saver. My mom taught me how to save, so I am such a saver. So to think that I was eating my business money the way I was doing and I was not saving, it was really ridiculous actually. But I just found out that in the type of industry I am, for me, I'm in the fashion industry where you get paid, you're going to buy materials from that money. It's a lot. When you start doing all those withdrawals, you don't even know how much you're left with. That is why I'm going to be talking about a method that worked and is working for me. I am not a financial expert. I'm just saying what has worked for me in the video. The first thing you would want to do is open 4 accounts. Yes. As a business owner, I see no reason why you should have only 2 accounts. Those 4 accounts will serve a different purpose. It did for me, and obviously it would work for you. So the first thing, have 4 different bank accounts. For me, I have a Zenith bank account where if I bill a client, they send me my money in my Zenith account. Once they send me my money in my Zenith account, Access Bank is where I pay myself. And I'll get into the percentage of how much I pay myself as the boss. And then my Sterling Bank is for my business account. That's where I send my money. It's like connected to my PiggyVest, another important app you should download if you want to really save. So that's my PiggyVest account. Then my final bank account is my UBA account. So they all have different purpose. By the time I had these 4 different accounts, guys, I started doing what I call percentage. I divide my money in percentage. So I have 100%. For instance, 10,000 naira is sent to me in my Zenith account, which is my bill account. I have 10,000 sent to me. 10% automatically goes to my church account. I have like the account number on my phone, so I transfer it immediately. I know the funny thing about this method I'm sharing, you do not need like 100% discipline. Yeah, you do not need 100% discipline. You just need consistency. I'm sending 1,000 to my church account. I have 90% left. 30% goes to my miscellaneous. Wow, used to sew and other transportation and things. That's 30% gone. Plus my 10% tithe. That's 40% gone. Then I have 60%. 40% goes to my business account. and then the remaining percentage I pay to myself. That's I pay myself. So you might ask, why do I pay my business first? I pay my business first because I know that the more my business grows, the more I'm able to invest back into the business. With the percentage, you can tweak it, because for me, I don't pay rent, I don't pay light bill, I live in my mom's house, so I'm free from those responsibilities. So for someone who has those responsibilities, you can just take 30%, then you can break the remaining percentage, your miscellaneous, and then your light bill, your rent, and whatnot. So you can actually do it like that to help you, save more. I said the first one, you have 4 bank accounts. The second one, divide your money, your total bill into percentages. When you've divided your money into percentage, you've automatically paid yourself, paid your business, and paid your tithe. So even before you even go to the market or start buying things, you've already done this division in a piece of paper. So that's how to save as a business owner. Just to add, maybe after your profits or the salary you pay yourself for a particular order, maybe it's 3,000, 4,000, it doesn't matter. The thing is that you're just sending that money to your business account, sending that money to your personal account, so you do not even have any excuse to touch your business account or your personal account. I'm really big on documenting. I started my business in 2022 and I have notes from when I started. What are you documenting? You're documenting reports. You're documenting how much sales made in a month. You're documenting how much you spent on miscellaneous. You're documenting how much those kind of things. Like, those things help. Am I feeling like, oh, I'm not making any sales? I go back and see that, oh, in this month I did this. For instance, there was a month I worked so hard, you guys. I worked so hard. I was stressed. I was even falling sick. And for me to work so hard, that I was getting a lot of orders. Then one day I was just looking at my reports. And that the month I worked like so hard, like back to back, was so super busy. Compared to a month I didn't work so much. I had so much money to save in my business and my personal account when I was not working as much as I worked the month I was killing myself. So what did I notice from that whole thing? It was like, when I charged more, like when I increased my bill, I worked less because less orders come. But even if I have less orders and I'm not as busy back to back, I make more profit. Compared to when I was just receiving, I was really I was busy. It just really informed me and made me know that, it's not about working. You have to know what works for you. And that worked for me. So I upped my price, got less customers, but I was still making profit. So yeah. Because honestly, if we're not making profit, where are we saving from really? So we are not going to lie to ourselves except we have any other source. So the last thing I would really want us to do if we want to save and pay ourselves is, please be consistent. I said that the method I spoke about, it requires 1% of your diligence, because once you get the money, you're just doing all the transfers. But it takes consistency, which brings me back to keeping record. And I'm not going to lie that I've been 100% consistent. There are sometimes I do not do the transfers immediately. But at the end of the month, when I'm writing my report and I've totaled everything, I check the amount I've sent to my business account. If at the end of the month I'm supposed to send, let's say, 10,000 to my business account, and I've checked my record and I've seen that, oh, I've only sent 5,000, I don't know, I'll bring out that money from my personal account or anywhere, and I'll send it back. Sometimes I do this sending at the end of the month, and sometimes I do it right on the spot. So, but the important thing is consistency. You're not going to go far if you're not consistent. And it might sound cliche because everyone says, oh, be consistent. And I'm here to tell you that to be consistent is not easy. Trust me, it's not easy. But if you have a record that you know that you go through your record, you don't want to leave any space empty. You just really try to build consistency because you know that, oh, I have not paid this, I have not paid that. Sometimes you just get money from favor and you just use it to sort those bills. But the important thing is that you are paying your business the percentage you promised to pay your business, and you're paying yourself the percentage you said you'll pay yourself. So that would be I don't want this video to be long, but that's really literally the end of everything I want to say. If I remember anything, I'll just put it in the screen as I'm talking. And regarding the bank accounts, if you're having issues opening different bank accounts. I have a plug, I'll plug her. My friend works at UBA, she can just open the account for you. She can even customize your ATM card in your business name. So if there's any other thing you want to know regarding everything I've spoken about, please leave me a comment and send this video to any business owner that you know. It would really be helpful, because at a time like this, we really need to have something to back us up. We need savings, no matter how small. It could be 2,000 naira every, I don't know how you make your money, but just consistently save. Your business is not your business. That is the first way you kill your business, thinking that it is your business. So I hope that this video has been able to encourage you to actually save. And lastly, I would love to share that, one of the things that has helped me is because since I'm not saying this from a place of pride, I'm saying this from a place of encouragement. Since I was in my university days, I had a culture of paying my tithes. So if you can consistently pay 10% to God, you can then consistently pay your 30% to yourself and 40% to your business. I hope that makes sense. So I love you guys. Until next time, bye.